Hello, this is Rachel with Mic Drop Miniatures, and today I want to show you how I made my teenage bedroom using this DIY kit that I created. I'm a very sentimental person, so this project was so much fun. So to get started, I gathered photos of my bedroom from growing up. Yes, it was a pretty crazy bedroom. I was pretty fortunate that my parents let me paint the walls as I wanted and just be really creative. I had striped wall, I had a checkered wall, I had a black and white wall, and the only thing they would not let me paint over was that ugly paneling. So I found paper, I printed it off, and then I also went and I found some magazine covers because for that ugly brown paneling, I put posters and magazine ads to cover up that ugly brown wall. So what I did is I resized them in Photoshop, and then I just simply printed them off. And you can also, if you don't have Photoshop, resize them using your printer functions. Just reduce the size. Next, I just cut out all the little posters, and then I attached them to the wall using regular glue. I only put glue in the very middle because growing up, I do remember I taped them on the wall, so the corners were always bent over and they always look really crumpled. So I didn't want it to look perfect. I wanted it to look more real. So I did go ahead after I glued them on. I did bend the corners to make them look like they were kind of partially falling off. Next, I did draw all over my walls, lots of art. So I took my reference photos and I painted those graphics right onto my paper. I used this just using pens and markers. And this was so much fun too. I do remember actually painting these in real life, real size back in the day. So it was fun to recreate these all over again. So there we go. There's my little mushroom. So next I needed my TV that I used to watch all my VHS tapes. I had my favorite movies that I would watch over and over again on this little TV, one being Dirty Dancing. Remember that? So I printed it off in my bamboo lab and I designed it in Tinkercad. Next was a little brown shelf that I had. It's still probably at my mom's house in my room. So I wanted to make sure to recreate that. I did the structure in Illustrator and then I did cut it out using my laser. If you didn't have a laser, you could do this with foam core, just like I'm doing here in wood. And then I assembled it. This is where I would hide all my little treasures. All right, moving on. This is when I just put the walls together so I could see my progress. I taped them before I glued them. And I think it's looking pretty good. What do you think? So this is definitely going to be a work in process. It's going to take me a while, but I really love my little TV. I think he turned out great. So the next thing that I'm going to have to do is add some paint to all these creations. I'm just using here regular acrylic paint. I probably should have primed it, but I didn't because I just be sitting here in this little box. All right, next I wanted to create this little shelf. As you can see right there, it's actually still hanging in my son's room to this day. So it's very important to me that I recreated this. This is where I would put all my little figurines. And so I created this in Tinkercad, and again, I printed it using my bamboo 3D printer. And there it is. I just painted it brown. And next was this little wooden cabinet that I needed to create because I still have it actually. It's got the hinges for the doors, and I had to hide all my little things in there. And then I couldn't forget the last touch, my Keep On Truckin' rug. This project was so much fun to make, and if you would like to get the kit, please head to micdropminiaturist.com. And I'd also ask that you join our Facebook group, and you can then get some ideas. Maybe you're stuck, or we'd love to see what you created. This was so much fun. Thank you for joining me on my journey, and have a good day.